Abigail Spanberger of Virginia. She's a member of the House Foreign Affairs Committee. Congresswoman, you were one of those freshman reps who wrote an op-ed when the whistleblower complaint first sort of started to surface, and its contents talking about how troubling it is. It was seen as a kind of watershed moment in breaking the dam and moving House leadership, Nancy Pelosi, towards impeachment. Looking back now, as you're about to go into public hearings on this, are you glad you did that? And is it better or worse than you thought it might be?
So I was one of the freshman Democratic members with national security background who wrote an op-ed talking about the allegations, at the time, the new allegations against the president. I served as a CIA case officer for years, and in that capacity, I worked to ensure that we were upholding U.S. national security interests and protecting our country from all threats. I think it was absolutely the right choice to assert to the American public, and most especially to my constituents, that the allegations the president was facing at that time and continues to face represent truly unthinkable potential violations, and if they are true, impeachable allegations. And it was necessary and continues to be necessary that the House of Representatives use every authority available to us to get all facts and evidence related to these allegations and to discern what it is that really happened.
You are someone who represents a district that was a Republican district, and I think there are a lot of people in your district who voted for the president or who might be in the habit of voting for Republicans, consider themselves Republicans. How much do you think there's persuadable room? I mean, when you're thinking about going to your constituents and talking about the facts of the case and what is being presented, how much do you think you can persuade folks? How much do the facts matter in those interactions?
Well, I think we're entering a really important next phase. I am on one of the committees of jurisdiction, so I have been able to attend depositions and read testimony up until this point. But I think that the next phase of this inquiry is going to be vitally important. And this is the portion of the inquiry where the American public get to participate. The American public gets to hear the testimony, see directly from the witnesses what it is that some of us on those committees of jurisdiction have already been able to see. And I think that that is vitally important. I think the next step is ensuring that the American people not just understand the allegations of the president, but understand that we have career public servants of backgrounds having worked under Republican and Democratic administrations alike making these allegations, that we have veterans, that we have Purple Heart recipients, that we have West Point graduates among those who are giving testimony that speak to deeply disturbing allegations against the president of the United States, allegations that he sought to leverage foreign aid that is given because it serves our best national security priorities, foreign aid for information and for the public declaration of an investigation to benefit him in a forward-looking future election. And I think it's going to be vital that the American people be part of this next step, be able to be witnesses to the testimony that's given in these future hearings.
Your colleagues, Republican colleagues and the Republican-aligned media seems very obsessed with the whistleblower, the identity of the whistleblower. The president's son has tweeted out, I believe, his identity, though I don't know if it's true or not. What do you ascribe to that, and what do you make of the way in which members of Congress are talking about this individual who, as far as reporting indicates, was at the CIA where you yourself once worked?
Well, I find it actually rather confusing. It is Congress is the body that created whistleblower protections in the first place. It is some of my colleagues who are still serving who went so far as to put laws into place to protect whistleblowers so that we can ensure that people who see things that are not acceptable within our federal government can step forward and be protected from retaliation, that they can ring the bell when there is something to be concerned about. But I think most importantly, what is really important for your viewers to know is while the whistleblower complaint is what got much of this investigation started, every aspect of what is outlined in that whistleblower complaint, in fact, has been discussed by witness after witness. So we have seen named witnesses, people who have come forward and testified before the impeachment inquiry hearing and committee to discuss what it is that was initially set forth in this complaint.
All right, Congresswoman Abigail Spanberger, thank you very much for your time.
Thank you, and happy Veterans Day.
Yeah, to you.